Okay, so it's still tonight, but I thought I would do something a little different. And you know what? It's not like I've never had a YouTube channel before. There's nobody really here anyway. I'm gonna do what I want. So here we go. Um, so there are people on YouTube and they do like tarot readings. They have cards. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've been watching some of that stuff and really enjoying myself. But you know, so it appeals to like the ASMR in me, like the cards, the shuffling, the talking, the moving things around. Anyway, whatever. So I got some of my own cards, but they're not really like they're not really tarot cards, but they're more like you know, I don't know, self improvement cards. There's another video I showed some of them. Anyway, so what I thought I would do would be like a little like self self development reading. Not reading. I don't even want to say that. But like just draw some cards, see what happens, see what's up, see where we're at. So there's this deck. It's called the My Soul Challenge deck. It's basically if Oprah made a deck of cards. It's like, again, trite quotes you see on the internet that aren't actually trite, but you go, we just like our eyes glaze right over them. Anywho, so this deck is fun because I often get a card and I'm like, I don't like that. So I'm just gonna shuffle and see what happens. It's very exciting. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, hopefully there's only like 2 of you watching. I'm not gonna post this to the subreddit. Okay. Oh, okay. Nothing is softer or more flexible than water, yet nothing can resist it. Lao Tzu. So I'm assuming, I'm not gonna lie, this card's legit for me. I will try and I'm like trying to make a thing happen and keep pushing. And sometimes you just gotta be gotta relax. So that card legit's for me. Let's see what else is here. What we fear of doing most is usually what we most need to do. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Oh, that's also for me. There is a reason I have this YouTube channel. I'm not going to discuss it now, but it's definitely related to that. So that's fine. That's fun. I'm going to put this over here. Okay, the next one I want to do is, let's do these. They're called legendary affirmation cards. Super basic. I love it. They're tiny too. There's a bunch of them. Let's see what's up. Okay. So we got be flexible and then do what you're afraid of. Oops. I'm just like all over the place. Okay, what's this one? It says, ooh, interesting. My goal is always to create harmony and clarity. Yes, that's a good goal. I did read a quote online about how you reach a point where peace is more important to you than some nonsense, and that speaks to me about this. Like you want to be in a place of peace with relationships. You do reach a point where you're like, oh, I'm tired now. I don't want to do this. And then in general, like I choose to be proud of myself. Now, I talked in another video about affirmations when we tell ourselves things we don't believe. But so when we get something like this, that may not resonate. Like, what do you mean I'm proud of myself? So if you're trying to nurture something in your life, you got to look at where it already exists. So maybe you're not like proud of yourself, but maybe there's something you did, even if it's like really small. Like I know people that are, they take a lot of pride in like how they treat animals, for example. And they're proud of, so they might not be like, I'm proud of me, but they might be able to say, oh, I'm proud of how I treat animals. So sometimes you just like, you find those little pieces and you just keep adding and adding and adding and adding until one day there's like this, you reach a wholeness, and then you can say, I choose to be proud of myself. So maybe if you can't get there, you're like, I choose to be proud of, things that I do, or pieces of me, or find moments, or wherever you can reach for that. So yeah, affirmations, fun activity. Okay, let's see what's next. Ooh, okay, legit. These are so pretty. I don't even know what they're called. It's fine, doesn't matter. I'm about that water life. I'm from a place that had a lot of beaches. I grew up swimming. We had springs. It was amazing. Plus, the gift of being overweight is that you float so good. Like, I was never afraid of drowning. I was like, I'll just float here. It's fine. It's the like hard-bodied people with muscles. Like, good luck. Don't go too deep. Okay, number 42. Oh, and that number means something for me. If you've ever read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I happen to personally believe that the answer to life, the universe, and everything is within ourselves. It's where we choose to put our focus. Anyways, I actually really love that the number is 42. Okay, it says, gentle moderation, take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you're trying to accomplish. I do like that idea of giving yourself time. So often when something, especially triggering, happens, we feel like we got to react immediately. And sometimes if you just give yourself the gift of like, I don't need to deal with this right away, and then just kind of sit on it and see where you end up. It's actually really good. It's a good tool. Let's do another one. Oh, no. Okay, my son, every time I've done these with my son, he's always like, I want killer whales. And I get them again. I get them all the time. Okay, it says disengage from outcomes. Let go so you can open yourself up to the highest love that you deserve. Ooh, guys, yikes. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. Okay, I have like a series of posts on forgiveness and how that's some bullshit, kind of. So we're going to ignore that part of this card. But the part that says let go, all of us, whether it's abusive parents, abusive friends, abusive romantic partners, we don't want to let go. We super don't. We want it to be a certain way. We want to have that relationship with our parents that we feel we should have, and quite frankly, should have. But we can't change it. And then so we keep holding on to these people and this, desire for an outcome. And they're, it's not that people don't change, but the likelihood that they're going to change is it's not high. Let's get real, but it takes a long time to admit that to ourselves. And it hurts. I feel you there. My 20s was that process. I'm super glad I'm out of it because it sucks. Okay, anyway, next one. I'm gonna do crystals. I love crystals so much. I got 2 of these. So here, there's this. I kind of want to get a shower curtain. But it's like a stupid amount of money. I can't justify buying this stupid expensive shower curtain. That's basically just crystals. But maybe one day I'll take that plunge and get it. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, red jasper. Take action. That's definitely something that we do when we're in a place of power, or we step into our power. We take action. What is power? Power is our ability to affect things in the world. So when we take action, that's what we're doing. So Jasper on point. Let's see what else we got. Citrine, bring in the light. Okay, so you kind of take this card in 2 different directions. You could take it as like a spiritual thing and yes, absolutely, if you want to, go for it. But also, bring the light, like your own light that needs to shine, or lightness of being, or however this really speaks to somebody. But yeah, especially when you're in tough times and trauma, abuse, poverty, whatever it is, it's there's a reason that I named this channel Finding the Light, because I had this moment where I was like, oh my gosh, what if we're the light at the end of our own tunnel? All the answers are in here. And it's just this process of unfolding, of getting to that place. And it's hard, it's long, it sucks. I'm sorry, guys. It truly does suck. Okay, I'm gonna do my next crystal one. It's these, and they're really pretty, and I don't know. I like looking at the pictures. Sometimes I'm a basic bee, and I just want things to be pretty. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, this one's good. Yeah, black tourmaline. Even in the other deck, this one's like protect your energy. This one says protect your light. So it's a card, the crystal, I mean, I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if crystals actually do that. But like, you know, the message is protect your light, protect your energy. You don't need to, you know, obviously we can't control everything. But, you know, we don't have to be around people who steal our joy. Like, fuck that shit. We don't need it. We are done with that. I also like this next one. Chrysocolla. It's a pretty card in the other deck too. This one says be your own mama. I don't like that interpretation. The other one was like, it's like start fresh. I like that interpretation better. But anyway, so the Chrysocolla card. But you know, obviously self-nurturing, starting fresh, you know, we could all use that. And you know, I will say that does speak to me particularly because I didn't grow up with my mom. Thankfully, she was, you know, mental health challenges. She had exactly the amount of access to us that probably was optimal for everybody. She really wanted to be a parent and just can't handle it, can't deal with it. So anyway, you know, I did have like that mother lack for a really long time. I kept looking for, you know, people out in the world to be my mom. Usually boyfriend's moms, my ex-husband's mom, my ex's mom. Really drawn to that. It would be one reason why I'd be tied to certain people as well, you know. Yeah, recognizing that was not fun. Okay, so I did one of these. It's the Just One Thing deck. 52 practices for more happiness, love, and wisdom. Okay, guys. And this one is come to center. Enough already. Instead of being scattered to the four winds, collect and concentrate your mind and energy. And it talks about some basic shit and more basic shit. But anyway, so I like the title of it because what ends up happening to us when we are dealing with some shit, right? We are not in our center. We are all over the place, pinball in a pinball machine. It is just, you know, we are not grounded. We're all over the place. Oh man, emotions going all over. Like, it's just, you know, so this idea of like coming to center, like that legit makes sense to me. And let's see. Okay. Keep your eyes on the prize. Whatever that means for each individual person. You know, it's very personal. It's a very personal thing to share, so I'm not gonna, but I totally get it. All right, let me do my love deck. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this a short video, y'all. Okay, because it's also an experiment. Let's do this a couple of times. Let's see what's up. Okay, empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. This, friends, is a trap sometimes for those of us. If we are empathizing with somebody else at our own expense. So like cards like this, they're like, oh, that's so great, empathy. But legit, we gotta be careful of this one. Because, you know, if we're not centering ourselves, you know, it's one thing to center yourself and you're the center of your, you know, inner emotional world, and having empathy for another person. It's quite another if you are centering that other person, having empathy for them. Like that's a recipe for a hot mess, y'all. That's a voice of experience. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't like this one. Action. You have the courage to express the unique living colors of your soul. Again, one of these cards that seems super fucking trite. And like, oh, you just read right past it if you saw it on the internet. But legit, you know, it took me a long time to really understand this concept. there's no one else out there like me. There's no one else out there like you. Like, it's just kind of, if you think about like all the things that had to come together, you know, for me to be here, you to be there, and to have the personality and perspectives, and then like that journey of like shifting, and we learn, and like it's honestly kind of amazing. You know, so like man, and I'm remembering back to like my old selves, or like people I've talked to, or just in such like bad energy, a bad place. You know, we don't see ourselves as like the unique, fucking precious people we are. But hopefully that's something, you know, if you can't see it in the moment, you know, you can look back and see it in yourself in the past, or you can, you know, connect with the idea that like future you is gonna look back and be like, oh wow, I was so precious and amazing, and maybe just finding a way to believe it, even if you don't believe it. Okay, the next one. This deck is legit. I find the cards to be really pretty, but I feel like if I show them right now, someone would be like, no, they're not that great. That's fine. They also have gilded edges, so I feel fancy while I do them. It's all good. Okay, let's see what's up. This one is Hourglass. Let's see. To remember the keys that reside inside, waiting to be claimed. You know, time is passing, and point is channel. The answers are within. And it's annoying that that's accurate, but it is. I've never actually looked at this one. This is a music one. To find your sense of place, purpose, and peace. Yeah. It's a lot harder to knock us from our center if we are solid in those things. That is the gift of getting older. You know, you watch yourself like age, but you know, you get to that point where you're much more secure in who you are, and less anxious about what other people think. Like, when I think back on like high school and like my early 20s, and I was just I can't say it's a waste, because we all do it, everybody, but it definitely, man, just so much time and energy. And like now looking back, like did that shit even matter? I mean, it did in the moment, but you know, it's very nice to not be there anymore. Okay, this one is like a moon deck. I had a lot of time on my hands during quarantine. This one is Joyful Surrender. Ooh, that's a thing I'm bad at. Oh, I want to make a plan and a list. I'm working on this. Embracing my feminine. It talks about sustained rest and rejuvenation and a joyful sense of surrender. And also, I feel like you can't do this unless you feel safe and you trust like what's going on. That's just facts, y'all. Like, you know, if you don't feel like you can, you can't joyfully surrender. Like, for example, in a marriage or a partnership, if you don't trust the person you're with. You know, you can't surrender to like life if stuff's all over the place. You know, there's some Black Lives Matter protesters where I was like, joyfully surrender, no thank you. And that's fair. That is some, you know, like we're all, that card is a real good indicator of like how safe you feel in your life, like how secure. Alright, so this one is an animal deck. This one cracks me up because like the skunk is know your worth. Like, why did you pick a skunk for that one? I love it. Okay. This one is Beaver Spirit. Lay a solid foundation. That's what we're doing. That's why we're reading. That's why we're watching videos. That's why we're researching. That's why we're going to therapy if we are on medication, or staying away from negative people who steal our light. You know, lay a solid foundation. I love that one. Let's see what's next. Okay. This one's confusing. I'm not going to do that one. Okay. Dove. Peace. Don't let people see your peace. You got to get it in the first place. Again, all of this is a process. Like, no one wakes up tomorrow and goes, I'm at peace now. And if they have, probably something has gone wrong. but we're all, we're all doing our best. We're like moving forward. Okay, I've got one more animal deck. It's my busted animal deck. I love this one so much. Let me see. Okay. I'm so sorry. It's a 20-minute video again. My God. My bad, guys. Okay. Fox. Adaptability. Adapt to the changes that are happening. So for me, I hate change. Like, I get very comfortable. I'm also very loyal to particularly people. Like, it's very hard for me to undo that. Some shit's got to go down. And maybe that's an area for me to grow in. I don't know. But, instead of being like, oh God, change, I hate it. Like, my life right now is drastically different from what it was 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago. I mean, it's bananas, like how different stuff is right now. Okay. Whale. No, we'll skip that. Okay. Swan. Appreciate the beauty in and around you. As you see, I poorly executed eyeliner, liquid eyeliner today, and wearing a fancy necklace. And I'm just like, I'll be cute. And then there's your inner beauty, my inner beauty, which quite frankly is the most important. I have a friend who probably technically is not like a beautiful person, and I don't care. She is the most beautiful person I know. The light that shines from her soul, like, she's like, I always tell her, I'm like, you're like a stained glass window. The light comes from the inside, and it's amazing. And she, honestly, seeing that is what made me get more comfortable with me, especially in feeling safe enough to express myself in different ways. Like, my joy is enough to make me feel beautiful. So even if we're not feeling like technically or classically beautiful, like, you know what? The beauty of spirit, that's legit. That's a legit thing. And then, okay, I'm gonna end on, it's this like roomy deck, and I've been super into reading some like mystics recently. Rumi's also always like a really great one. But the dude who does the pictures, oh, you can't even, oh, I feel sad in my soul. It's so pretty. His name's like, I want to say Rossini or something. Hold up. Oh, I want to find it. I'm telling you how great these are, and then I'm like flipping through. Oh, come on. Seriously. Okay. Like, the artwork. I just want to put this on my wall. I just absolutely... This one's a little less abstract. You can't see. Anyway. It just makes me happy to look at. And I like I said in another video, I like touching the things and having stuff to manipulate with my hands. And I've got like candles, and obviously I listen to the Alexa, and again, about that 5 sensory experience. Anyway, hope everyone has a great night or whenever you see this, and I'll see you next time.